Hello YouTubers, today's video is a 300-mile review and a scenic ride on the XP 2.0. Well, I'm approaching 300 miles on my Lectric XP 2.0 and I thought I'd take a little short scenic ride, and this is going to be down the sidewalk in front of our RV park. And I'm going to take it down to what's called 61st Street, and I'm going to take a right-hand turn and I'm going to head down towards another RV park which is called Fisherman's Cove. I'll see if I can get some more information, which I'll do a voiceover later on in editing, but I'll take you through that park. On the way there, though, it's probably one of the most scenic rides, and it looks very much like old Florida, and so I wanted to kind of take you through there. The park is relatively nice. It's rather unique. It's actually the pool, the clubhouse is across the street from where the park is, but it's right on the cove, and it does have a fishing pier as well. But I kind of hope you enjoy this ride. Hopefully the wind won't be bothering you, or we won't get too much wind noise, and the camera might get jiggled a little bit because as I ride down the sidewalk, which is important to me because we go over a neat little covered or wooden bridge. It's not covered, but it's a wooden bridge. But going down this sidewalk, especially during the month of March, we've had a lot more walkers, and so I may have to slip over to the right side or to go around them, and it might get a little bit bumpy and the camera might get a little kind of crooked, so I'll have to stop and straighten that out. But hopefully I've got everything tightened down enough so we can have a nice ride. If you can hear it or not, but performance of the bike has been pretty good. My only issue that I've got right now is I'm going to have to do some adjustments on the brakes. There's a clicking noise, which from my understanding is just brake pads, and the brakes have to be adjusted slightly. Most people get it in the front brakes. I get it in the back because I use my back brake a lot more, and I think that's what creates the issue. We're approaching this wooden bridge that goes over the stream, which is probably one of my favorite parts of this ride. Very short, but pretty cool. Typically, when I pull out of our park, I turn right, go down to the end of the sidewalk, which is under construction, and stop, turn around, and then I ride back. I cross over our driveway to the park, and I continue on. Just like I've said before, I typically have my gears set at 7, which is the hardest pedal, and then my pedal assist is set at 2, unless I'm on the main streets. Then I kick it up to 3 to run at a higher speed. Now here I'm coming up at a young lady with her dog, so I'm going to be going around the right. So I give them a little honk on the horn and pass and get around her. No, you got the right of way. I go, no, you're fine. I usually ride all the way down to the end of the street, but today we're going to turn right and cross over Bayview or Bayshore Drive. Good. get an awful lot of traffic. We do have a jogger up here. Once in a while we have a car. In fact, I've got one behind us, so once I get around the jogger, I'll pull way over. Bit of industrial. Now just on the curve, you'll see the little bay, which Fisherman's Cove is named after. Fisherman's Cove RV Park and the clubhouse is located right on the Terra Sierra Bay. The road, which cuts right through the RV park, takes you directly to State Road 19, and that particular highway will take you south to Palmetto and Sarasota. If you go north, you can cross the Sunshine Bridge and head up to Clearwater. The front of the park is reserved for the paved premium sites. Also located on the bay side of the road is the clubhouse, the pool, the boat launch, and a couple of premium slots. Sorry for the camera angle, but when I moved over the side of the road for oncoming traffic, it camera jiggled and pointed downward without my knowing it. I straightened it up when I saw that it wasn't pointed right, and you'll probably see my fingers, but at least you'll get a better view of what's ahead. That's their laundry facility just on the right hand side there. We're also headed back into the standard lots. I don't like to give prices, especially since they change so often, but I can tell you a daily rate here right now for this particular area is probably about $130 a night, and prices are listed up to $180 a night in the premium section. Of course, monthly rates are adjusted accordingly. Some of our friends have said that they're not too fond of this park because of the bat. But you know, towards the back of the park, you'll notice that a lot of the lots are a lot tighter together, and they're also on grass or gravel. I'd say the park probably has approximately 200 plus or minus a few sites. I really haven't heard too much about this RV park as far as reviews or positive or negatives. I did talk to one individual who was originally planned to stay here this year, but decided not to when they relocated his site on him. But that's kind of common in a lot of RV locations. I held off before recording the video for this particular park because I ride through it every once in a while just as my exercise on the bike, and sometimes I go through there and I just don't want to seem too intrusive because it is such a small park, and if they recognize the fact that I don't really belong there, they may say something. I had one guy kind of look at me kind of funny, but yeah, that's not all that uncommon. But anyway, I decided to do the ride through at this particular time, and since it was a good day and a good opportunity, I decided to go ahead and give the review on the park. That was the same lady that I passed a little earlier. She was very friendly and waved, and it was quite pleasant when I went by her. During our stay down here, I found that pretty much is true. Most of the people are very friendly. However, I've noticed ever since we've gotten past April 1st, a lot of changes are happening where people are leaving, and the people that are still here aren't quite as nice as the ones that were here during the winter season. Another reason for the delay of this particular video is that I wanted to put mirrors on the bike to make it a little bit safer since I was going to be on the public road. I don't know if you can hear that clicking of the rear brakes, but it is rather annoying. I don't usually notice it too much because I have my XM radio on my phone playing in my earbuds, and that kind of masks over my other noises. Take a ride down to another one of the 55 and over communities, which are all park models, modular homes, whatever you want to call it. And I believe it's called Country Cove 2 or Country Lakes 2. Still on 61st Street. Just going by a little pond that's over in Country Lakes, or Country Cove 1. They have a little more restrictions there. Not a whole area, or part of the park is no pets allowed, where the rest of it does allow pets. On April 1st. That was interesting. I was making some adjustments and I had somebody pull up and ask me how I liked the bike. Since he'd just seen a video on it, I just told him I'm just currently doing one myself. Like I said, this is a park that a lot of friends of ours are in. I do know that the community has been purchased. Current HOAs run right around 750 and up. I would anticipate them going up to well over 1,000 within a few years, especially with all the amenities they're going to add to it or improve on. They do have a pickleball, shuffleboard courts, pool, community house. So that's kind of typical of them. Camera a little bit. Very well kept up. We got some friend of ours that live over here that is trying to talk us into buying one of them. Marilyn and I really haven't come to an agreement on whether we should or not. On the left is one of our friends' place. Getting back to that pond that we went by, they're saying that some of the gators are crossing over through the drainage pipe and going into their pond, from our pond to their pond. Editing a little bit of this out just for length. Now I'm coming up towards the main gate. Across the street, there's a lot of construction going on, and that happens to be a sister RV park called the Surf. The one that we're in currently does not allow kids. It's a 55 and over only. This one is slightly different. This is for all ages, more family park, and it's going to have a lot of the water features that you find in a lot of family-friendly RV parks. Get out of the way here. This has been quite a major construction thing. In fact, even to build it, they have tore off State Road 41, which we're looking at, to build this. This is scheduled to be opened up first of the year next year, but they're already taking reservations. I've got to move on because of the noise, so you get used to it. I feel like I'm using the throttle right now. I've added on a couple accessories. One is an accessory bar. And that gives me a better location for placing my camera mount, which I take off when I'm not using it. I've got my horn on it, and I've got an additional light on it. And then on my handlebars, I've got my phone mount, which is another accessory I purchased. And that works very well. Of course, I'm going to put the links in the description section for Amazon, where you can purchase it yourself. I've had a couple of different camera mounts. The jury's still out on this one. It does have a lot of adjustments. I like the way it mounts, but the stability, jury's still out on it. But we're getting a lot more traffic through here. As far as my battery, I probably average, I can probably get maybe 35, 40 miles on a single charge from full to total zero, 35 to 40 miles. Now this is the other part. I find it to be quite nice. The roads are pretty smooth. People are friendly in here. They wave at me quite frequently. Of course, they don't know where I'm from. They just see an old guy on a bike. Typically through the park, I usually run right around 10 miles an hour. Right behind this park is State Road 41 again. So I'm not sure how much noise they get through here. have their storage area for their RVs. Apologize for the wind noise. I'll be going up to their gate and turn left, and that's going to be back on Bayshore Drive. And this is the remainder of the sidewalk, which runs up to State Road 41. Now we're getting back to the sidewalk I used on the way over to 61st on the first part of this video. Close out this video after I make my turn and head back into the RV park. Again, this park's pretty high priced. I hope you enjoyed this scenic ride along with the 300-mile review of the Lectric e-bike. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And most of all, thanks for watching.